Blu-ray. Byun Woo-seok teases Kim Hye-yoon on a bus, stroking her hair like a husband. Hello everyone, greetings from our YouTube channel Yahoo Japan News. We're so happy you clicked in today. If you love cozy celebrity moments wrapped in gentle mischief, romantic micro-dramas, and a little bit of cheerful sleuthing, you're in the right place. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to support our channel. It helps us bring you more exclusive clips and careful, loving breakdowns. And do watch the entire video. We've tucked a few special, exclusive tidbits and a frame-by-frame analysis into the middle that you absolutely don't want to miss. There are movie moments, and then there are bus window moments, the tiny, unguarded exchanges that feel like the private outtakes of a love story. The Blu-ray clip we're examining today is precisely that kind of treasure. Two people sitting side by side on a bus. Sunlight and green-tinted reflections through the windows, and a handful of gestures that, when stacked together, turn a simple commute into a quietly cinematic scene. Look closely and you'll see the setup. Immediately, the bus is ordinary, rows of seats, fellow passengers in the background, and the steady blur of trees passing by. But in the foreground, our stars sit like co-conspirators in a rom-com. Byun Woo-seok, in a soft green sweater, reaches with an easy, conversational motion toward Kim Hye-yoon, who's wearing a pale pink cardigan that makes the whole frame feel intentionally pastel and gentle. He reaches not to adjust a microphone or hand over a script, but to smooth a stray lock of hair, a subtle, affectionate touch that reads less like stage direction and more like a private habit between two people who know each other well. The tenderness of the gesture is what people online are calling husband strokes wife energy, and you can see why. It's casual enough to be comforting, precise enough to be protective. The camera lingers on the moment just long enough for viewers to notice the small choreography. His hand moves with practiced ease, hers stays almost perfectly still, and the motion quiets the room in a way that microphones and applause rarely do. Then there's Kim Hye-yoon's look, that sideways glance loaded with subtext. It's not a random flick of the eye. It's a carefully textured expression that seems to ask a question without saying a word. What are you thinking now? Or, perhaps, are you feeling this too? The look is half curious, half playful, and wholly affectionate. Fans have watched that glance on repeat and described it as full of meaning, the kind of look that measures another person's feelings as if checking the temperature of the air. If you pay attention to her hands in the clip, there's another layer of storytelling. In the space of a few seconds she makes a small set of gestures, the kind body language experts and avid fans love to decode. Some viewers read those motions as a playful tally, a fourth time reference, suggesting that whatever she noticed or felt has been building quietly over several previous moments. Others interpret the tiny hand movements as a dash of mock annoyance, the charming kind of sulk that says, "I'm pretending to be cross, but you already know I'm not." The internet's sign readers have a field day with this. One moment is coy, the next is a pinprick of drama, and the sum becomes irresistible fan content. Fans, predictably, have one united reaction: that this is love. Comment threads light up with proclamations. That look, that touch, they're done for. In fan circles, simple gestures become letters of a secret language. He's the energy giver, some say, and she's the one checking his heart. Others note the rhythm of their interaction. Steady, gentle teasing from him, a measured, knowing response from her. Together the gestures read like a duet where neither voice needs to shout. Of course, we're entertainers and analysts, not detectives, so let's be clear. We can celebrate the sweetness and still leave room for other explanations. Maybe this is a playful on-set habit. Maybe it's a friendship with very affectionate gestures. Or maybe, as fans hope and fantasize, small intimacies are simply beginning to show themselves in public. All of these readings are valid, and all of them speak to why viewers care so much about these clipped moments. They allow us to imagine tender, human stories behind polished performances. For those who like detail, and we know you do, we slowed the clip and included several freeze frames in the video so you can see the exact moment his fingers find a wayward strand and how her gaze follows the movement. We also slowed down the micro gestures of her hands so you can judge for yourself whether that fourth glance theory holds water. Spoiler: It's tempting to believe anything. That makes the image feel like part of a longer, unseen story. Beyond the clip itself, the reaction is a study in community affection. Fans across comment threads are baking it into a narrative where each encounter is a chapter, a shared joke here, a supportive gesture there, an exchanged look that changes everything. For many viewers, there's comfort in imagining these two supporting each other, cheering from the sidelines, smoothing the small anxieties of a public life with something as simple as a hand to the hair. They've given us so many tiny scenes that read like outtakes from a rom-com. Remember the time they shared a single umbrella and kept bumping shoulders as if it were the most natural choreography in the world, his elbow casually brushing hers while they both tried to angle away from the drizzle, the sort of gentle collision that makes fans sigh and then immediately screenshot. Or that afternoon when they showed up in matching sweaters and spent 10 minutes mock arguing over who looked better, only for one of them to reach over and straighten the other's collar with a tenderness that dissolved the joke into something quietly intimate. There are quieter moments too, him handing her a snack and watching her eyes light up, her leaning her head back just slightly so he can tuck a stray hair behind her ear, the way they exchange conspiratorial looks during interviews like two people sharing a private punchline, little rituals of care that don't need grand declarations to be read as devotion, and which, stitched together, create the cozy pattern fans love to imagine as the slow, certain bloom of something lasting. Before we wrap up, a gentle reminder. Please watch the full video. We've woven in a short exclusive segment where we compare this bus moment to other public clips, plus a lighthearted speculation section and a fan montage that's charming and entirely optional but very fun. We also share a few behind-the-scenes possibilities that might explain the dynamic without taking away its sweetness. To close, if this buttery little moment warmed your heart or made you grin, please like the video, subscribe to, and leave a comment with your theory. Affectionate friendship, secret budding romance, or just excellent on-screen chemistry. Your insights are the lifeblood of our channel. Share the video with a friend who loves quiet, romantic moments, and tell us which freeze frame had you replaying the clip. Thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting. We'll be back with more sweet moments, careful breakdowns, and our favorite kind of celebrity storytelling, the small things that make the heart beat a little faster.